Hi everyone, welcome to another Pokemon Go video. I hope you've been well. Niantic has done it again. Well, I guess they did it earlier already. They're just re-releasing it now. But Team Go Rocket is back in Pokemon Go. And this time they've come back with a special research. Let's take a look at it. A troubling situation. This first special research task asks us to evolve 2 Pokemon and to power up a Pokemon 5 times. Alright, so we got the first 2 done here. Let's claim the reward, see what we get. Murkrow for the first one. And for the second one, we have Sableye. Alright, we caught them both already there. Let's get on to the next step of the special research. Alright, step 2 here wants us to catch 2 Shadow Pokemon and defeat 3 Team Go Rocket Grunts. So let's get started on that.
A few moments later.
So it looks like Minnesota has spoken. It's probably only been like 5 minutes since I last talked to you guys. And the sky is already pouring. It was literally like blue skies when I just last talked to you guys. And now it's raining like crazy outside. So that's going to put a little damper in our day. You know what they say about Minnesota. If you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. I'm going to try to wait out this storm here. If it doesn't break in the next half hour or so, I'll probably see you guys in a few seconds thanks to the magic of editing. So, see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, here we are. It's the next day. The weather's great today. We kind of did one off camera yesterday in the car. I thought it'd be a little boring, so I didn't show you the guys here. But we're walking towards the Team Rocket one right here. Alright, let's spin this stop here. And we've encountered the Rocket Grunt. This Rocket Grunt message says, do you know how hot Pokemon Fire Breath can get? This is actually an indicator on what kind of Pokemon that the Rocket Grunt's going to be using. Obviously, you can kind of tell for this one, it's probably going to be a fire type. Let's encounter it and see how it goes. I guess it wants us to use my Ultra League team. But Feraligatr versus fire type should be pretty good. So here comes a Charmander. Oh, I forgot to heal up my Feraligatr from yesterday. Let's actually swap him out. Aerodactyl knows some rock type moves, so that'll probably work a little bit better for them. Charmander's not too big of a problem, but it's what's coming later that I could be worried about. Another Charmander. We'll save up our energy here just in case he pulls out a Charizard at the end. There's that Charizard. We'll swipe, get all of these. Alright, got the excellent. Should just one shot. Oh, nope. Just a little bit more to finish off this Charizard. Let's see who we get to encounter on this one here. Looks like we got 5 Premier Balls to use. 2 for defeating them, and we get 3 because all of our Pokemon survived this battle. For every Pokemon that faints during the battle with the Rocket Grunts, you're going to lose 1 ball there. Alright, so we caught the Charmander. Let's appraise it, see what we got. Pretty bad IVs, but that's kind of expected with these guys here. Niantic kind of nerfed them with their last update, and we can't even trade them while they're shadows anymore. Let's head over to the next spot. Alright guys, so we're on our way here to another Team Rocket gym, but I saw that there was this Sneasel raid here, and in case you guys didn't know, Sneasel did get released in this last update from Niantic as a shiny, and it's actually a pretty sweet shiny. I'm gonna put him up here for you guys to see. But let's hop in this gym here and see if we can get ourselves a shiny Sneasel. Sneasel itself as a raid is a pretty easy solo, but in case you guys need a little bit of help, it's an ice and a dark type, meaning it's going to be 4 times weak to fighting type. So just bring out any fighting types, you're going to take them down pretty quick. Down goes Sneasel. Let's see if we can get a shiny here. Ah, not a shiny. Nothing good on the IVs. And it looks like the stop just behind the gym here that we did the raid, that was the Go Rocket.
1 eternity later.
It looks like the Pokestop that was taken over by Team Rocket before has now turned back into a regular Pokestop. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that one. We did get the Sneasel raid done, but we'll have to find another Team Rocket Pokestop out there. Luckily, they're a little bit more common after Niantic brought them back. So I'll see you guys when we get to the next one. Alright guys, so we're here at the last stop here. This is going to be the last one that we got to do before we finish our special research. But actually, let's remember to heal up our Pokemon before we go back in there. Almost made that mistake last time, and although the Pokemon right now are relatively easy to catch, you never know. You may need all 5 balls. So this one should be interesting. The message was roar. How does that sound? That tells me that this is going to be the dragon type one. So Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite. This one could be pretty interesting. At the end, we should encounter a Dratini, a Shadow Dratini. Let's just go in with a bunch of random Articunos and see how that goes. So yep, we were correct. It is Dratini. This Dratini is doing a bit of work on us here. Let's shield this one up. Aqua Tail, okay. I'm guessing it's gonna be a Dragonair next. Oh, another Dratini, okay. Ooh, this one did down us. So we're gonna be short one ball in this encounter after this. Okay, so the last one is Dragonair, so we're not gonna be going up against a Dragonite here. Hopefully I can get an Ice Beam off. This should win us if I can get this. All right. Ooh, ooh. All right, pulled an excellent on that. So we beat the Dragon Grunt. That one completed our stage 3 special research. Now let's encounter this Dratini. Yeah, so since one of our Pokemon fainted, we did lose a ball in the Pokemon remaining slot right there, so we only have 4. And here's our Shadow Dratini. All right, let's appraise it, see what it's like. Ooh, 0 defense. Pretty horrible Dratini too, but that's all right. Ooh, I was wrong. It's stage 2, not stage 3. Let's complete stage 2, claim the rewards, see what we get. First one here is going to be an Ekans. Second one's going to be a Coughing. Now let's claim the big one. You're going to get 2,000 Dust, 2,000 XP, and 5 Golden Razzes. Looks like the professor wants us to purify 3 of the Pokemon that we just caught. The next one's going to be a purifier of Fire, Water, or Grass type Shadow Pokemon, and we already have one of those, so that'll be an easy one too. We'll do the Charmander we just caught earlier. So it's kind of like the evolution screen, but this one looks way cooler. All right. And now our Charmander has kind of like that white, almost cloudy aura over it. So that guy's been purified. Let's purify another one. And that will complete stage 3 of the special research. Let's claim our rewards. Now the first one, we get 3,000 Stardust, 3,000 XP, and then we get the big reward that includes 2,000 Stardust, 5 Silver Pineapples, and 1 Rare Candy. Alright, looks like step 4 is already done for us. We just got to claim all the rewards. So we got 1,000 Stardust, 1,000 XP, 1,000 Stardust. We're just going to claim our TMs and our Rare Candies. Alright, looks like that is it for the Team Go Rocket special research task from the professor. It's a pretty easy one here. I know I did it a few days late. A lot of you guys probably already finished it. Let's actually head back to the car so we can talk about some of the other things that were added in with this event. Let's talk about everything that we know of so far about Team Go Rocket returning to Pokemon Go. I'm on GoHub's website here. I'll put their link down in the description. So far with these Pokestops, we know that they all have a hidden 30-minute timer. So when you see a Pokestop that's flickering, you know, that kind of dark bluish black, and that indicates that that Pokestop has been taken over by Team Go Rocket. You don't really know how much time you have left to go and encounter Team Go Rocket. So for now, until Niantic puts in a way to know how much longer you have, it's best to just go over there as soon as you can. I know today I've already missed a couple opportunities because I was trying to record everything. I didn't know how much time was left, and by the time I got everything set up, the stop had already disappeared. So as you guys saw before, the Team Rocket battles are basically the same as a PvP battle if you were to battle your team leaders or if you were to battle another player. And like I mentioned earlier, if you pay attention to the text just before the battle begins with Team Go Rocket grunts, if you pay attention to the message just before you battle the Team Go Rocket grunt, you'll know which type of Pokemon they're going to be using. This is a list of the text that the Team Go Rocket grunts will say to indicate that this is the type they're going to be bringing into the battle. So for your bug types, they're going to say, "Go, my super bug Pokemon." So the text for your dark types are going to read, "Wherever is a light, there's also shadow." For your dragon types, I know everybody's out there looking for the Dratini. Look out for the text that says, "Roar." How did that sound? For your electric types, they're going to say, "Get ready to be shocked." Fairy types, they're going to say, "Check out my cute Pokemon." For fighting types, they're going to say, "This buff physique isn't just for show." And the fire type, just like the one that you guys saw earlier, they say, "Do you know how hot Pokemon Fire Breath can get?" The grunts with the flying type Pokemon are going to say, "My bird Pokemon wants to battle with you." And the ghost type is going to be a little bit of a throwback to Gen 1 when you're in that tower with all the ghost type Pokemon. And the ghost type is going to say, "Ki, ki, 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 ki." For grass types, the text will read, "Don't tangle with us." For ground types, they'll say, "You'll be defeated into the ground." The grunts with ice type Pokemon are gonna say you're gonna be frozen in your tracks. Normal types are gonna read normal doesn't mean weak. And for poison, it's gonna say coiled and ready to strike. And the psychic type grunts are gonna say, are you scared of physics? I think they meant to say psychics that use unseen power. Rock types are gonna say, let's rock and roll. Steel type will say, you're no match for my iron will. And finally, the water type grunts are gonna say, these waters are treacherous. All right, make sure to learn these different encounter types because Team Go Rocket is proving to be a lot tougher than we expected them to be. When you catch the shadow Pokemon, the only charge move that they're gonna know is frustration. And right now, all we know about frustration, that it's a very weak charge move. You definitely don't want to keep that for your competitive Pokemon. But as soon as you do purify the Pokemon, frustration changes to return. Another benefit to purifying your Pokemon is that they will get automatically leveled from whatever level they were all the way up to level 25. Generally, when you encounter a shadow Pokemon, they're going to be somewhere between level 1 and 5. Unless it's weather boosted, then it could be all the way up to level 10. When you do purify the shadow Pokemon, it'll gain +2 in all of its IVs. So say your Squirtle has 7 attack, 0 defense, and 4 HP. Once you purify it, it'll have 9 attack, 2 defense, and 6 HP. Purified Pokemon also cost 90% of the Stardust and candies that it normally takes to power them up. I did also want to mention that there's a couple very rare encounters with Team Go Rocket that have different messages. If you see a Team Rocket grunt say, you're already defeated, don't bother. Or if they say, winning is for winners, get ready for a very tough battle. This is the Snorlax encounter. You're gonna be seeing Snorlax and Dragonite in these battles, and they're very tough. People have claimed that the CP of all 3 Pokemon in this encounter is over 9,000. For the rest of the day, I'm just going to go around, kind of grind it up a little bit, look for any of the new shinies. I'm still trying to get myself a shiny hat Pikachu. I'm gonna go and encounter more Team Go Rocket battles. If anything happens, I'll show you guys. If not, I'll see you guys later. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Pogo Room. The Team Go Rocket event this weekend was crazy. In case you guys didn't know, Pokemon Go this weekend, they had a live countdown starting from Friday up until Saturday night. The countdown was going to end here Central Time in Minnesota at 11 p.m. at night. Of course, we stayed up to watch it. And they hyped it up so much, they kept tweeting different things out on Twitter. They kept tweeting out the letter R along with photos that if you increase the brightness up on your phone, you could see dark silhouettes in the background. And there was just so much hype built around what was coming up after this live countdown. And we stayed up and watched at 11 and nothing happened really. Basically, what happened at the countdown was Niantic released a series of like maybe 4 or 5 tweets. At the end, they announced that there was going to be an hour-long event the next day, so on Sunday today, from 4 to 5 local time, wherever you are. Every single Pokestop was going to be taken over by Team Rocket. I have no complaints about the event itself. It was a lot of fun. I got a lot of new Shadow Pokemon. Unfortunately, the weather didn't turn out too well here, so I kind of just did it off camera. I liked the idea that Niantic had to build all this hype up for something, but I just don't think they delivered in the end. Eventually, 5 minutes after 11 p.m. hit, they just ended the live stream. Nothing else happened there. It was very just anticlimactic. The feeling that I'm getting from the community is a mutual one. Yeah, the event itself is nice, but for something with this much buildup, we were just all expecting, well, more. And that's all that happened this weekend. Let's go over and see what we got this weekend. I know there wasn't a lot of footage from what happened this weekend, but the weather just wasn't cooperating. Let me just show you what I got this weekend. It's some pretty nice stuff. Alright, so as you guys can see here, I got myself a shiny Coughing. Alongside shiny Coughing, they also released shiny Ekans, shiny Sneasel, and shiny Zubat. But Shiny Coughing was the one that I wanted the most because even the color of its smoke changed. And it just looks, I just think it looks the coolest. Let's evolve it right here. Basically the same color palette. I still really like the color on this guy here. Now let's go over some of our shadow Pokemon that we got. So as you guys can see, we had a pretty successful Team Go Rocket Hour. We got a couple Snorlaxes in there. But the one that I wanted to show you guys was this Dratini right here. So as you can see, it has 14 attack, 14 defense, and 13 HP. And as you guys already know, when you purify it, it gains +2 to all of its IVs. Meaning, once I purify this Dratini, it's going to become a perfect Dratini, and I'll eventually evolve it into a perfect Dragonite. Let's just go ahead and purify it right here, actually. So here we have that really cool purifying screen again. I prefer the red eyes and the dark smoke in the background, but this is pretty cool too. Let's actually appraise it so we can see. Yeah, you guys can see right there, we have a perfect purified Dratini. So that's all the interesting stuff that I got this weekend. Let's end off the video with a 7-day research reward. Last time we got a regular Latios. I'm hoping for a shiny Latios. I didn't do many Latios raids when it came back out as a shiny, so I'd like to get one of those. Just a regular Groudon. Oh! Very first ball, I threw a pineapple at it, so this Groudon played very nice with me. So I got it in the red Pokeball matching its colors. So like you guys saw there, we had a pretty successful weekend. Let me know how you guys' weekend went. And I want to thank you guys for watching the video all the way up to this point. I know this is the longest video I've had so far. And I hope to see you guys in the next one.